And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Taron Johnson brought it.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the run. Under 10.
Now Pollard. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
49.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. Play, they were unsuccessful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Slam. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Go.
Locke now going to hang on to it. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check right 27. Check right 27. 56. Switch. Check 24.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of
Allen
10.
and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo first down.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Allen now looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
44, Mike, 44.
And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike spoke both. Know your job. Exit.
Now this time Locke will throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Matt Milano charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Swift, gone.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Block off a play action. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case. And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's out right at the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
21 yards.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
38-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. And again, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From midfield, here's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley.
Allen's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Beasley. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 40.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 2 yards on that play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. They'll run on first down with Moss. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On play action, Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And the 11.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
But it brings up
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs.
Allen.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
22 yards.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
On first down, Moss. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, Locke. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the INT, it's Allen. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. This one caught by Davis. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Allen to throw once more. They'll run the screen with Moss. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Complete to
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let him know. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now a timeout.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
7 seconds left in the first half.
Brings up second and goal at the Broncos' 2-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bills 14, Broncos nothing.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the Bills are going to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Kick is good. Makes the score Bills 14, Broncos 7.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for side kick right here. And the Bills are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now Allen to try again after the pick six. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Locke going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone...
Oh, had to get it out quickly, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
And this one through the uprights and good.
21, Broncos 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Mecole Hardman. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Play action. Now it's Locke. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
The 41-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Locke working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
49. I got one. Man. Check 99. You go tight. Squeeze. Get in there. Check.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First and 10.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and 4.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Slam. Back. H3, 218. Chopper. Echo. And go.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58, boys. 58. It's Mike. Silver.
Again, it's Locke. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. Hey, watch that. Ready.
Locke now on 1st down.
Ready.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Goes 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Again, Gordon on second and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Here's Smith to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go again with Muhammad, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Hardman to return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
9-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
He was brought down.
Taron Johnson made the stop.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Taron Johnson able to pick it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Allen being chased out left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Allen. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Turnover on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Charlie. 44, Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And this is going to be incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
49.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He's brought down by Micah.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd and 9, Locke completes it to Hardman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Second and 11. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Gordon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
and goal.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. They'll run it with Williams. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They throw it out right complete, and he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm it for a loss shy of the goal line. They're turned away on fourth and goal, and the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
A 3-yard
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
56. Check, 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 check. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
He was brought down by...
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
36, 36.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back.
Today's final score, Bills.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Denver, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.